Hey everybody, and welcome to the channel. This is Brittany with Scribbles by Brittany, and I am bringing you another Sketchbox challenge. Or is it really a challenge? I don't know, but it's not sponsored. And I have opened up this lovely box. Unfortunately, they've updated it, so it's no longer the tissue paper that we used to have. It was like a light blue and it didn't have the Sketchbox logo on there. Not that big of a deal. And the artwork card is still the same. It's still is that a 5x8 or 4x6? I feel like it's a 4x6. But still very nice, and it has the artist listed on the back. Oh lord. Am I even in? Okay, yeah. It has the artist listed in the back. It's kind of hard to see with my lighting. Terrible lighting. Anyway, it has come with a canvas pad, a Strathmore one. Very nice. And it has a medium green texture. I'm kind of curious as to how this will play out. I'm not even sure what I'm going to do. I just want to kind of show we also have a pigment brush right here. I don't know if it's showing up right, but it's in like a pink color. It's in rose pink. Rose. And we have these three matte acrylic paints, and we have one in deep red, lime green, and then I believe this one is teal, turquoise blue. So that's really fun. I'm gonna try and move my camera a little bit. And then we have now, the only thing I didn't really like about this box is that the supplies list, to me, it kind of feels a little cheap. And then it's just, I don't know. I don't like it. I prefer the old one. The old one was a little bit hard and sturdier. Yeah. And it allows you the price of how much everything kind of costs. We got a Copic, Acrea in Snow White, and I've never used this before, so I'm kind of curious as to how it's going to, it looks like it might be just kind of nice as a highlighter, so that's going to be kind of nice. And it looks like it says a premium matte paint box. So, and then we got a sticker with the Sketchbox logo, and then we got two paint brushes, and one of them is by Princeton, which I really like. I really like the quality of the Princeton brushes. And then this one is by KingArt, so that should be interesting. I like the way I like how soft the bristles are. So yeah, that's so far what we have. And I gotta think of an idea of what I'm gonna use for these paint supplies. Okay, so I think I have a little bit of an idea of what I want to do. I'm not sure how I'm going to. Ooh, this is kind of oh, okay, wow. This I've never used before. Now I'm kind of curious. This kind of changes the game a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so this kind of changes it. It's obviously a, it's not like a paper, it's, obviously it's a canvas, but it's like, wow. Okay, this definitely changes things a little bit. Trying to think of what I can do. And I want to kind of go a little bit light on the hand, but I kind of just want like a basic shape. Because what I want to do is kind of like a crushed almost like a crushed spray paint can, like after somebody uses it, and then they're just like, even though I don't think really a crushed paint can is really, there we go. And I kind of, I don't want to say I started off with like a basic shape, but I have a cylinder in my head, like that's the, or not a cylinder, a, is it a cylinder? Like an oval shape in my head, and then I'm just adding kind of lines where I think that it might be bent and kind of awkward. And then go in with the top, which is like that. And kind of do a little bit of a label somewhere. And we kind of want the label to look a little awkward and weird and, you know, just no big deal, you know? And then kind of do some really cool, like, paint drip splatters just to kind of add an effect in a way. Like, they'll probably be a little bit more crisp and cleaned up whenever we go in to actually do the painting portion of it. I just wanted something that's going to be quick and I guess quick and simple, quick and easy. Just to kind of give you guys, and right now I'm just doing kind of circles, and then I'm using the, like, a gravity effect to where you guys can, where you would think that it might pull paint downward. Yeah, just like that. And then you could kind of, if you wanted to, you could kind of add some paint here and across the, you know, you can do however you feel, however you want. It's up to you. But right now this is the sketch. Granted, it's not the greatest. I kind of want to erase that a little bit. Again, I'm just kind of going simple and gonna go with just something simple and fun. I don't think I've ever done a paint. I've sketched a spray paint can, but I don't think I've ever painted a spray paint can. So it kind of, and this kind of idea just, after looking at all of the materials and stuff that has come with it, I was just like, oh, okay, like, I didn't want to do fruit or the typical stuff, so and normally I would do something that's a little bit more safe, especially when I don't have, or when I don't want to say that, like, especially when I don't know my materials as well. I try to go for a safe option, and obviously this is not a safe option. I'm just kind of playing with it, kind of doing my thing, and yeah. Okay, I got my sketch done. I'm kind of not sure how I want to do this exactly, like, it's just kind of, but I do want to make it fun and kind of crazy looking. I don't have really too much of a plan to go in. I am using the Princeton brush, and it has like a nice little edge, an angled edge to it. So just kind of gonna go in here along the edge and just do this. And I might like alternate colors. I do have a little bit of water that's over here. And I'm just going right into the pot for my paint. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Right now it's like super windy, and we have been experiencing some serious weather. Like it has been everything from stormy to warm to cold, and it has been absolutely crazy weather these past couple of weeks. And I'm just ready for a sunny Saturday where I can go hiking. I feel like I've been cooped up long enough in the house. Granted, I don't mind the rain. I don't mind the rain. I just mind the fact that my dog gets muddy. And yeah, nobody likes a muddy dog in a car. Okay. I am liking it so far. Again, I'm going to kind of alternate some of these colors so that way we don't have anything like right on top of each other and nothing gets muddied up. And it's the reason why I like having a kind of a limited color palette. And you'll notice that I definitely try to use a limited color palette for some of this stuff because, oh no. Okay, I made a mistake. Yeah, you guys totally seen that. I just like splotched it. But anyway, I like having the limited color palette because it adds, it kind of gives an extra challenge portion to it. Don't get me wrong, like I'm going to try to get some, I don't know what you would call it, the shadows and stuff to it, just so that way it adds more dynamic, like a dynamic. I probably should mix some. So I do have my paint palette right over here. So I'll just kind of scoop some out, put some over here, like so. And then I'll finish off with the bottom part of the spray paint can. I have been super tired this week. Like, and it's just been, oh. I don't know if it has, I want to say it has something to do with a little bit of the weather, but I think it's just my sleep schedule here recently. Yesterday I felt pretty rested. Like, was that Monday? I can't remember now. The days seemed to, I was well rested enough to where I got a lot of cleaning done, and yeah, or at least, you know, more cleaning done than normal, I guess. I did take some of the red color, and I'm mixing it over here on the paint palette a little bit to kind of get a more purple or a deeper color, I guess. And then I'm just going to kind of use this as my shadow base. So kind of like that. Although I probably could use it for like the spray paint can top part. Yeah. Perfect. I'm going to kind of go a little bit outside the line a little bit, just to kind of make it a little bit more angled. There we go. Kind of go in here. Do it just like this. Kind of brush it like outwards or inwards from the corners and stuff. And then clean the brush a little bit. And all pretty. Or at least pretty clean. Okay, there we go. Kind of go in with a little bit more And I'm kind of just adding it to the top of it just to kind of blend it a little bit. And that way there's kind of that layer underneath that isn't quite as saturated. There we go. But as I was saying, it's been kind of windy and the weather's been kind of gross, and I'm just ready for something like canned blues or blueing. Blue. You know what I should have done? I probably could have put this color down here. And I think I might, because that's paint. That would be considered, yeah. I don't always work with limited color palettes, but when I do, it's usually for a Sketchbox. Alright, that looks really cool. Okay. Alright. So now I might take this pink. Ooh. Ooh, I could take the pink and put it on there. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm kind of, after doing that bottom part, I'm questioning whether I should do the top part, like right here, the same. But I have that shade right there, and I'm not sure if I want to do that. But I am going to take my green and do this part of the label. Okay, this is very, very nice. I haven't tried any other like art subscription boxes. I know that there's like art snacks out there and stuff like that, and I know that comes from the UK. And unfortunately, when I went to go look at the price of like purchasing an art snacks versus, I didn't really I don't know, to me it just did not seem to focus on different mediums at the time, and it was kind of like all over the place. So I was like, nah, it's okay, I don't need that one. But that, and it was based out of the UK, and I would have to pay, I think, a lot more in shipping. So at least I'm pretty sure it's based out of the UK. I could be wrong. So I decided not to. Oh, I guess I should have mixed some green instead of dunking my brush into water. But I think I'm going to do this and then the blue as the color combo. Do a little bit of a, just to get rid of some of the paint that's hanging out on the brush. There we go. Now we'll dip it back into the blue and we'll mix it together. I kind of want it a little bit deeper than that. Shoot. I'm going to try and scoop some off the lid. Only because I don't want to go back into a pan that's, even though it wouldn't change the color ratio, like the actual true color. I just wanted it a little bit deeper green. Or whenever I went in with these colors. I had to make sure I was still recording. I have noticed that if I do the longer ended versions of, sometimes they don't always upload right, and then I lose footage. It drives me nuts. I don't like the way this is going because it's starting to get kind of muddied up. Probably should have let it dry a little bit. I probably could go in with that top area. This one right here. Just to satisfy my brain. I always call it kind of like a brain tick type thing, where if I get something And I'm like, oh, that would be cool. I can't think of anything else but that idea. And right now, this is kind of satisfying that brain tick. Like, I had already said something about having this be something that I can do, but I wasn't sure how it would look with the way that the blues are. And then I'm like, well, if it's some separation and stuff between the two, kind of. Here we go. Hey, no, I'm actually okay. All right, it looks good. Oh my gosh, my nose itches. And we're gonna go in with some pink / red. Going with it up here at the top. And I have absolutely no rhyme or reason when it comes to this. I'm just going with the flow. Sorry, I've kind of gotten a little quiet. I'm like super focused right now. And I don't mean to be not as talkative. Oh, that looks so cool now. Alright. So I could do this little paint splotch as... Ooh, okay, I have another idea too. Because I have these paint splotches on the actual paint can, and then I have the ones behind it. But I was thinking of doing the ones behind it in pink, but now I'm kind of like, this one could be pink, and I can do it in red, like a red, or this reddish color, as like what I'm doing now, doing the shading-ish, or like the shade part of it, like that. And then I'll go in with this, and I'll go kind of on top of it, like so. There we go. Hey, check that out. Hell yeah. Beautiful. Here we go. And then I will color this part. I mean, I'll do it kind of as if the label is behind it in a way. There we go. Oh, I don't know if I want to necessarily touch that just yet. And go like this. And I might do another pink blob down there. Hey, look at that. It's looking amazing. And kind of just do this. Kind of like a cross-hatching or a hatching motion. So that way it looks like there's a label behind it. I'm going to clean up that tip though. Here we go. So that way there looks like some kind of, yeah, you guys know what I mean. I think I'm going to go in with the red down here. So it's like a red splotch too. Okay. Now I think I'm going to go in with, actually I'm probably going to go in up here with the pink. And then just let these go. Oh yeah. I kind of like these brush markers, or brush life experience pigment. Okay, so it is permanent paint. I kind of like the way that these are. They're obviously paint pens or acrylic paint pens. They're definitely not like the Sharpie paint pens that I had given a review of. They're similar quality, but I probably would not put them in the same, like, category, I guess. I don't, it's such a hard thing to, compare it to something, you know? I am gonna go in with some green up there at the top. I think I'm going to do this green. Oh shit, it's already hardened. Which the deeper green will be alright. It's not a problem. There we go. And then now I'm going to take in the KingArt brand of, and then just do the round brush stuff. There we go. Okay. I think going in with each color would actually be kind of cool. I'm sorry, I'm like super not talkative at this moment. And right now we're expecting like some seriously bad weather here soon. I'm not so, like, I tried to tell the people at work, like, I'm not scared of thunderstorms and stuff at all. I love thunderstorms. I love the sound of the rain hitting the roof, all of that. What I don't like is tornadoes. I'm good. There was like 4 of them that I've kind of been in or around, or, and I'm good. I'm just not a big tornado person. I know that the level of destruction that they can do. I'm not trying to put myself in a position to be around stuff like that. Like, I am good. So, and right now my house is not tornado safe, and eventually it would be nice to not have to it would be nice to own my own home where I can feel safe when it comes to the possibility of a tornado. But unfortunately, I am good. Like, I can't. I don't really have much of a choice. I don't have a whole lot of money. So it kind of, when that's the case, you kind of have to force your, you gotta deal with the cards that you are dealt. And that is okay. Probably, well, either way, I probably should have done something different for this. But hopefully okay, yeah, the contrast between the light and the dark is, there is some contrast, so it's okay. And here I was talking about weather again. Yeah. I need to get something to eat. The only thing I've had has been coffee since I woke up this morning, or this evening. And we are almost done with this. And got a few more touch-ups to do. I'm here with that shade again. Here we go. I'm kind of wanting to lean a little bit more. How to do this. I do have to get some videos prepared, mainly because I'm going to be going hiking. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff outdoors. And I probably should have been doing this during the winter, but it was like really freaking dark this winter. Like, it just seemed so just yucky, and trying to record in the dark is, or like what feels like it's always dark out, had been kind of crappy, I guess. So it's kind of why some of these videos are going up more in a brighter sunlight and stuff, because of the fact that it's been so dark. Now I'm going to break out the Copic Acrea. Oh, come on. Okay, now we're just going to do this. And I just want to do it for like white highlights in areas. I have a, like, it kind of looks like I have a light source, but I really don't. And it says I could press the tip, so. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Okay, that's not exactly what I was expecting it to do. but we're going to try and roll with it. I don't have a paper towel to use to like soak up the white. Hold on, maybe I do. I just don't want it to smear. Oh no. And I don't want it to do that either. I might just have to use some pink over it. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, that works a little bit. That's kind of achieving what I was kind of expecting it to do with the highlight, I guess. I was not expecting it to come out that fast though. Okay. Just add some stuff like that. And then we'll take this and kind of blend it out a little bit in a way. There we go. All right. And I'm not really going to blend out anything like on the actual can, just because it's supposed to be metal, like, you know? And I kind of want that texture. And we'll do the little spray part. There we go. And, oh wait, I wanted to do this. There we go. I just can't believe it, just like, I probably should have done it on paper towel. That's what I should have done with the, instead of just diving on it. And but you live and you learn. It was a silly mistake. Although I'm not minding this Copic paint pen. It's going to be kind of, I might use it for a few other things. It's really kind of nice. Here we go. Kind of want to do some kind of like break in between those. There we go. And there we go. We got the spray paint can. And I want to let you guys know to create more, worry less. And thank you for joining me on this journey of making a spray paint can with matte paint. I appreciate, and if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe below, and I will see you in the next video. And thank you for tuning in. Have a awesome day, week, month, whichever you're trying to make it to. And I will see you guys later. And I kind of made a little bit of a mistake, but we'll just work with it. I accidentally blobbed it. I blobbed it. That's okay. And yeah, I totally signed off and like I realized that these were, yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to use this. There we go. Perfect. Perfect mistake fixer. Because I realized what I had done and then I wanted that. Alright. So remember to create more, worry less. Have an awesome hour, day, week, month, and see you next time. Thanks, guys.